Friends, we are discussing what after class 10th and 12th. So in today's video, we will continue to discuss that from options like defense forces to legal studies. Hey folks, continuing our discussion on careers and what after class 10th and class 12, I bring to you 5 more streams for us to consider when we are choosing our careers. So first one among today's streams is defense forces. Now the minute we talk of defense, it is kind of a goosebumps moment, right? Because the pride to don the uniform, the pride to serve this country, and the pride to protect and preserve its honor. Many students today, when I interact with them, many parents are now looking at considering defense as a viable career options. Now you need to understand basics when it comes to defense services. We all know that there are 3 wings to the defense services: the Army, the Navy, and the Air Force. Now, to get into all of these is very simple, and I'm going to talk to you about eligibility, about training, as well as the much revered ranks in these defense forces. So let me tell you basics introduction of the defense force in terms of considering that as a career. Now, first of all, you need to finish your 12th and then get in through the NDA exams, the written test. Once you finish the written test, then you are shortlisted for a SSB interview as well as a fitness test. If you clear the SSB interview, that's when you get to go through a 3-year training program. And that 3-year training program can be equated with your graduation because you'll be enrolling under the IGNOU, the National Open University, Indira Gandhi National Open University, where you finish your 3-year graduation. Then at that point, you will get to choose, depending on your merit as well as your choice, between the Army, the Navy, and the Air Force. And accordingly, you will be dispatched for specialized training. Now, as you can see on the screen, you can see the trainings and also the academies. Army, you will be trained at Dehradun. Air Force, you will be trained at the Air Force Academy in Dindigul. And Navy, you will be trained at the Naval Academy in Kerala. So that's one. Next, look at the eligibility, the age criteria. I think you understood by now, it's around 16 and a half years. Soon after your plus 2, you can get into that. 16 and a half to 19. That's the time you can get into any of the defense forces. Now we come to the most important, the ranks. I have presented to you a tabular column in which you understand what are the ranks, top 9 ranks from rank 1 to the 9th rank, which is basically, I've put it in the reverse order from 9 to 1, and we understand how the ranks are. For example, if you look at the Army, it's a general at the top. The Air Force, it is the Air Chief Marshal, and the Navy, it's the Admiral. So what are those ranks? And there are several ways to move up the rank depending on your contribution, depending on your service and all that, but that's for another day. But you understand, this is how the defense forces can also be a viable career opportunity. Now next is economics. Now economics, broadly speaking, is the think tank of the country, right? There are 2 different streams of economics, or sub-streams as I can call. One is the macroeconomics and then is the microeconomics. Today as we sit here, we are discussing and debating inflation and the kind of havoc it has created in our pockets. So macroeconomics deal with inflation and all these other elements of big business impact, import, export, inflation, the weakening of the Indian rupee against the global dollar, and many other such things when it comes to Indian GDP, the gross domestic product. Microeconomics deals with markets, with buyers and sellers, and it is also important. So both streams are very important. And when we talk of, as I said, what are the career prospects if we do economics, these are the career prospects. I can present to you 15 career prospects as you can see on the screen. It is from multinational trading corporations to public finance and policy making to data analytics to research and academics, Indian civil services. You can have the economic services as your option, Niti Aayog, the think tank of the country, or earlier it was the planning commission. So these are some of the jobs which you can take up, applied economic research, and not to mention the multinational companies as the economist for their companies. So these are different career options what you can see when it comes to economics as a stream. Now, what are the exams which are available and how to get into top colleges? You have the CUET, which is the Common University Entrance Test. Then you have the National Testing Program and many other things, and to top colleges like Sri Ram College of Commerce or the London School of Economics and many other such economic courses which are offered by these premier and top rated universities and colleges. Now, number 3 is your engineering and technology. I think enough and more has been spoken about engineering and technology, but what you need to understand is engineering and technology is kind of the backbone of countries' infrastructure, countries' technological advancements, countries' innovations, and all the new creation which is coming around. So career prospects are many. 12 such career prospects for engineering and technology is when it comes to engineering services, when it comes to big and large scale infrastructure projects, when it comes to starting your own ventures and technical enterprise, like what you hear and see today is the Startup India, the Stand Up India kind of a way which you see with entrepreneurs coming up with innovations. So that's another career option. Entrepreneurship, higher education, pursuing MBA and understanding the business side of it, then computer and IT related jobs, IT services, civil services, and many other such career options are available with engineering and technology. Now, when it comes to branches, when it comes to specializations, more than 50 branches and specializations are available. As you can see in the slide, I have put in 50 such options, right from computer science engineering to electronics and electrical to mechanical to metallurgy. Everything you name it is there, including things like robotics and textile engineering. So these are the options. Next segment is, or next stream is the hotel and hospitality and tourism management. Hotel, hospitality and tourism management. India's first 5-star hotel was the Taj Gateway, 1905. But then, since then, we have come a long way when it comes to hospitality and hotel industry. Many of us have enjoyed and relished our experiences at luxury hotels and restaurants. The hospitality industry is booming. Of course, last 2 years due to COVID, it has taken a back seat, but then it is back with a bang. So hospitality is the thing, and many of you might be interested in getting there. What are the career prospects for hospitality industry? Career prospects, 12 of them as I present to you, right from entrepreneurship, hospital catering, hospitality services, railway catering services, restaurants and fast food outlets, merchant navy, shipping and cruise lines, airline catering and cabin services. You can see all of them displayed there on the screen. What are the specializations it offers in hospitality and hotel management? Dietetics and hospital food services, front office operations, sales and marketing, housekeeping, food production, food and beverage services, bakery and confectionery, catering technology. 12 such specializations I have listed down for you for your reference. So that's hospitality and hotel and travel management or tourism management. Last in this segment is law, legal studies. We all know the advantage of a legal eagle, right? The brain which can think about the clauses and the sections and how we can protect and preserve ourselves and the society around us. So law is very fast coming up or becoming much sought after profession, especially with cyber laws and corporate laws and human rights and other things. But it is another profession. It is another important career stream. Now, for those of you who are considering law as a profession, these are the career prospects as you can see on the screen. 12 or 15 of them are there, from litigation to banking to merchant navy to Indian Defense Services to social work to legal process outsourcing to international organizations to research and academics. So these are some of these career prospects which you can see, and the specializations, dime a dozen. I have listed all of them for you, from constitutional law to energy law. You can have arbitrations, you can have dispute resolutions. These are specializations, and believe you me, this, as I said, is a very upcoming budding profession for many people to consider. The youth today are picking up this. CLAT is one common test, or they say it as common law admission test. CLAT is the way to get into top colleges. Bangalore, I think National Law School of India University is topping the list. Nalsar at Hyderabad is the number 2 institution as per the latest rankings, and many more institutions of repute are offering these legal programs for you and your loved ones. So I will stop here in this part 3, where we discovered 5 streams. In the next part, we are going to pick up 5 more and we are going to talk about them. So if you look at this entire series, what I am presenting to you, it is presented with a hope. The hope that you can see all of them in one shot and you can keep them as a ready reference. So friends, with this I stop at the part 3, and I will be coming back with part 4, where you will be discussing, or we will be discussing together, 5 more such streams which can be considered as career options. Thank you.